like a final meal. Yeah, kiss me like we died tonight. 'Cause holy cow, I love your eyes, and only now I see the light. Yeah, lying with you half away. Oh, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. When my face is chamois creased, if you think I wink, I did. Laugh politely at repeat. Yeah, kiss me when my lips are thin. 'Cause holy cow, I love your eyes, and only now I see the light. Yeah, lying with you half away, stumbling over what to say. Well, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day.
Which way do we go? I guess this was not really fun. Do you want to go that?
Still my heart and hold my tongue. I feel my time has come. Let me in, unlock the door. I never felt this way before. And the wheels just keep on turning. The drummer begins to drum. I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know which way I've come. Hold my hand. I need someone who understands. I need someone who hears. For you I've waited all these years. For you I'd wait till kingdom come. Until my day is done. And say you'll come and set me free. Just say you'll wait for me. In your tears, I'm in your blood. In your You're over here with me.
Family and friends of Alex and Tadhg. What a incredible day and a perfect setting to celebrate the union of these two amazing men. As we just heard in their entrance song, say you'll come and set me free. Just say you'll wait for me. Indeed, for this moment and in committing to each other in front of us all and uniting in marriage, they are setting free a new chapter in their lives and moving forward as one. I am truly honored to officiate this ceremony today. I've known Alex for about 20 years and have always adored him. Alex was, in fact, the roommate of my partner, Jeff, before we met, and Alex was part of the committee that helped to decide whether I was good enough of a suitor for his little Jeffy. Happily, I got the stamp of approval, and Jeff and I have been together for 18 great years. We met Tadhg shortly after Alex started dating, and as many of us could see from the get-go, they were a perfect fit. Tadhg was truly and is the one. Spending time together on their trips to New York, I was touched when they asked me to officiate their wedding. They let me know the reason why they asked me was because they saw in the life that Jeff and I have built together and the way we have loved and cared for each other a relationship that they admired and respect, and as such, they asked me to stand up here with them today. For Alex and Tadhg, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary happened. They met while living on separate continents, although Alex didn't remember it the first time. So they met again, fell in love, and managed to deepen in their love for each other as they've traveled the world and built a life together. So with this ceremony today, we are finalizing a journey symbolized by the wedding bands about to be placed on their fingers, that their love is pure, strong, complete, and expensive. Yes, yes, yes. In honor of this love story, I would like to invite Alex's father, Adolfo Sotelo, to share a song he's prepared for the two grooms.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry you have to put up with me, but you know, I was talking to Ona and Din, and they were telling me about how they met and the fact that it was fate, how they met. And I was thinking that the same thing happened with them, just like it happened to me. But I don't call it fate. I call it good incidence. It's an incident that was meant to be for them by God. And so we all want to just get together as soon as possible, even though wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? As the river goes always to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So please take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. I love you. I love you.
Alex and Tadhg complement each other perfectly, love each other deeply, and celebrate each other with this beautiful ceremony here today in Ireland. But today is also a celebration for the rest of us. We witness the union of two people so well suited to one another and get to have a few cocktails in the process. And though I am no expert on marriage, I have polled a few much wiser about the subject than myself and have learned a few things along the way. A good marriage must be created and not assumed. It involves standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's creating a life in which each can grow individually. It's helping your husband understand that you are actually always right. It is never being too old to hold hands. And it takes not only marrying the right person, but being the right partner. And with that, I'd like to invite a person with great success in marriage, Tadhg's father, Tim Enright, to come up and share a poem that he and his wife Vola selected for the occasion.
Thank you very much. This poem is by Seamus Heaney, probably our most famous modern poet. He unfortunately died about 4 years ago at 74. And he wrote this poem. It's called The Scaffolding, at a time in life when he and his wife were having perhaps a little tiff. And this is how he explains it. He says, masons, when they start upon a building, are careful to test out the scaffolding, make sure that planks won't slip at busy points, secure all ladders, tighten bolted joints, and yet all this comes down when the job is done, showing off walls of sure and solid stone. So if, my dear, there sometimes seems to be old bridges breaking between you and me, never fear, we can let the scaffolding fall, confident that we have built our wall. Thank you.
Alex and Tadhg, please face each other and hold hands. Yes. I now ask you to formally declare your intent to be married to one another through the exchange of your vows. I'll first ask you to repeat after me, then to share your thoughts that you may have prepared. As you do so, remember that these words are not just sentimental declarations. They are a pledge that you're making to each other to be lived out in your daily lives with one another. Tadhg, please repeat after me. I, Tadhg, take you, Alex, to be my partner in life and my one true love.
I, Tadhg, take you, Alex, to be my partner in life. I'll get there. And one true love.
I will cherish our friendship and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
Sorry. I will cherish our friendship and love you today, tomorrow, and I'm going to improvise here because I think I've missed some lines, and for all time.
I will trust and honor you.
I will trust and honor you.
I will love you through the best and the worst.
I will love you through the best and the worst.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
Sorry. Whatever may come, I will always be there.
As I have given you my hand to hold.
So long. What was it again? I've given you my hand to hold? I have given you my hand to hold.
So I give my life to keep.
So I give you my life to keep.
Alex, please repeat after me. I, Alex, take you, Tadhg, to be my partner in life and my one true love.
I, Alex, take you, Tadhg, to be my partner in life and my one true love.
I will cherish our friendship and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will cherish our friendship and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust you and honor you.
I will trust you and honor you.
I will love you through the best and the worst.
I will love you through the best and the worst.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
Whatever may come, I will always be there.
As I have given you my hand to hold.
As I have given you my hand to hold.
So I give you my life to keep.
So I give you my life to keep.
Tadhg and Alex, I would ask that you always treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together here today. Give the highest priority to the kindness that your marriage deserves. When frustrations arise, as they do in every marriage, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only on the challenges. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, your union will always stay strong. I would like to ask Alex's sisters, Marissa Kinney and Marlene Sotelo, to come up and sing a song they've prepared.
I was walking, was living, my melody was a cappella. There's a beat I was missing, no tune or a scale I could play. No sound in the distance, no orchestra playing together. Like a boat out to sea, the silence was too deafening. So come and revive me, I can't feel my heartbeat. It's just me surviving alone before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing. Everything was the same when color was just like the others. An assembly routine, my memories were all black and white. Till I stopped overthinking, decided to draw back the curtains. And I cleared all the cobwebs and began to let in the light. So come and revive me, I can't feel my heartbeat. It's just me surviving alone before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing. You are the drum and my heartbeat, bass and guitar lead stuck on the notes you play. My heart that you play on red like a crayon, I can't walk away. Drum and my heartbeat, bass and guitar lead stuck on the notes you play. My heart that you play on red like a crayon, I can't walk away. Drum and my heartbeat, bass and guitar lead stuck on the notes you play. My heart that you play on red like a crayon, I can't before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing, yeah, before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing before you. My whole life was a cappella. Now a symphony's the only song to sing.
That was incredibly beautiful. Thank you. So on to the I do's, and then a little moment for you guys to share your individual thoughts to each other. Alex, do you take Tadhg to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, cherish, honor, and protect him?
I do. Oh, yeah. So, I don't really think I can promise you anything before I promise your parents, Tim and Vola. First and foremost, you have been the cherry on the top of the cake for me. I never expected to find this, but then to find this with these parents has been
more than I could ever ask. And so I guess if I'm going to talk about my vows, I vow that I will take care of your little boy, because I know he's your little boy. And he's in good hands with me. And thank you for accepting me into your family as warmly as you have.
We love you too, Alex.
And you. I remember the first day that you told me that I was the best thing that had ever happened to you. And it was a lot for me to take in, because I thought that I had already had the best things that had ever happened to me, with the amazing family that I have, the amazing friends that I have, the amazing life I had. And so I was taken aback by it. And then shortly thereafter, I realized that you were the best thing that ever happened to me. You saved me. And I didn't know that I needed to be saved, but I did. And it's not just about the way that you came in and swept me off my feet. It's been much more about the way that you love me and deal with me. Because God knows I'm not easy. But you have a way with me. And you have a way of loving me that I never thought I could find in someone else. And that thought and sentiment made me think of a few written words that I wanted to recite to you. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my soul. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I want to touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me to my heart, let me take you to my core. You can see the world you brought to life. So love me like you do. 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 Touch me like you do. Touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin is a holy grail I've got to find. Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Yeah, I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not thinking straight. My head's spinning around. I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do. Love me like you do. Touch me like you do. Touch me like you do. Like you do. Love me like you do. What are you waiting for?
Has anyone got a lighter? Thank you, Andy.
And I just want to say two other things to you. Tawim, Erbish, Kun, Mahel, Akahevlat, Tamein Gralit.
Wow. Wow. What do I, is it my turn now? It's my turn now? Okay. How to follow that? God. Right. Before I read out, I complained about length earlier, didn't I? But I have a thick envelope here of some words. But I want to thank the Sothellos for being so welcoming. You are a family that is filled with love. You're champions of love. And I'm very lucky to be welcomed into your family. Thank you very much. Now, you. You. I thought mine was going to be longer, but no. So, today, Alex, obviously I'm standing here before family and friends, mine, yours, and now ours, to say that I love you. I want to, and I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you. Until we met, my life, as my people would say, was just grand. And you used a bit of Irish there. I'm going to explain what just grand means in Irish English for the Americans. Grand means kind of anything from okay to better than okay. But it's not fantastic. Now, I do have a wonderful, wonderful family and some wonderful friends. But, sorry, here we go. Romance was lacking in my life. And I was kind of coming to terms with that until you came along. Now, remember when we met in Provincetown, or when you remember us meeting in Provincetown? Because there was Miami as well, but, you know, just gloss over that. Your energy was intense. It still is. And it was almost intimidating. And I remember spending time with you and your brother Michael, who came to play as well. And the pair of you absolutely bouncing off the walls with that, what I'm calling trademark Sothello excitability. And I just didn't know if I could match it. But your energy is absolutely infectious, and you bring out the best in me. Because what matches your intense energy is your ability to love and to charm and to be exceptionally funny and immensely clever as well. You have reinvigorated my life and upgraded me from grand to great, wonderful, and complete. Ooh, wasp. Today I stand before you and promise to love you without condition forever. I promise to stand with you in times of joy and sorrow and everything in between. I promise to be your friend as well as your partner, to be your partner in crime as well as party planning. I always say that each of us is the yin to the other's yang, so I promise to keep an eye on your timekeeping and encourage you sometimes to just slow down and relax. But I also promise to throw more caution to the wind and allow myself to be swept up by Hurricane Sothello, because that storm is as fun as a roller coaster. And for a little while longer, our lives will remain separate, but the ocean between us has never daunted us. We've treated it quite literally as a pond. And when the time comes to cross it, we will build a life together. Some people talk about growing old together, but I'm not going to talk about that. I say together we shall grow to become better, wiser, more fun, and even more loving of each other and the friends and the family who we cherish.
I think we're trying to take it away from the kiss the groom part.
No, we're almost there. Franco, can we have the rings?
Sophie, can we have the ring?
Sophie, can we have the rings? And Alex, if you could hold Tadhg's ring, and Tadhg, if you could hold Alex's, please.
Do you remember which one's which?
I do not.
I think mine's the one underneath.
Yeah, they're both on top now.
Oh, okay. Let's just see if it fits.
Roll the dice with that one.
Exactly.
And I'll roll the dice with this one.
Perfect. Tadhg, please repeat after me. I, Tadhg, take you, Alex, to be my husband,
I, Tadhg, take you, Alex, to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poorer,
in joy and in sorrow.
in joy and in sorrow.
And I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my husband for as long as we both shall live.
I take you as my husband for as as long as we both shall live.
The ring on his finger, yeah.
It's this one, right?
Yes.
Does it fit?
It's a match.
Alex, please repeat after me. I, Alex, take you, Tadhg, to be my husband,
I, Alex, take you, Tadhg, to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poor,
for richer and for poorer,
in joy and in sorrow.
in joy and in sorrow.
And I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my husband for as long as we both shall live.
I take you as my husband for as long as we both shall live.
You place the ring on his ball, right? And it fits. To make your relationship work will take love. This is the core of your marriage and what brought you here today. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It'll take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take faith to go forward as one, no longer a cappella, without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged to today, here in front of your family and friends who will all be there to support you. So without further delay, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you married. Go ahead and give each other a kiss.
Just put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Break my bones, but you won't see me fall. Oh, the rising tide will rise against them all. Oh, darling, hold my hand. Oh, won't you hold my hand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk around anymore. Won't you understand? 'Cause I don't wanna walk around. I'm leaving this. There's no denying. I'm leaving this. You stop me falling. I'm leaving this. I need you holding. I'm leaving this. So darling, hold my hand. Soul is like a melting pot when you're not next to me. Tell me that you got me and you're never gonna leave. Trying to find a moment where I can find relief. Please tell me that you got me and you're never gonna leave. We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would
rather be. Yeah. I'd rather be. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past our satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin is a holy grail I've gotta find. Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Yeah, I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not thinking straight. My head's spinning around, I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Yeah, touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not thinking straight. My head's spinning around, I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Yeah, touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for?
Standing in a crowded room and I can't see your face. Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. In my mind, I'm running around a cold and empty space. Just put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Break my bones, but you won't see me fall. Oh, the rising tide.
Hello. Wow. We meant to rehearse this, but that didn't happen. Lots of things got in the way. So I'm just going to. I have to start by thanking you all for coming and sharing what has been a fantastic, amazing day for us. Anyway, so far, we can only hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. I'm sorry for all those people who we haven't actually gotten around to saying hello to yet. But we will. We'll get to all of you. And if the mountain doesn't come to Muhammad, Muhammad comes to the mountain. Isn't that it? So we know lots of you have travelled from far, far away. I know, I've got it here. We got one from Australia. Where's Australia? In the house. There you go. Yeah. We got a few from as far, far away as Waterford. Yeah.
That's Ireland.
That's
for
Ireland,
you
yeah.
Americans. Yeah.
We have a contingent from Malaysia. Where are the Malaysians? Yeah. Good to see the Malaysians. A lot of people from London. Not forgetting, of course, my dad's homeland of Tipperary. Yeah. And
our Americans
there's somewhere else, isn't there? There's somewhere else.
Americans came from California.
I don't know. Is there one other place that I haven't thought of? New Jersey, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think there's some Yanks here, but there you go. So, as you just explain a little bit about. Did somebody say something rude?
Yes.
Oh, what did they say? I haven't even seen my mum and dad yet since the ceremony. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mom and Dad!
Yeah, we're late. Sorry. Something's got to make us look tall. What can I say? So, when you go inside there, you've all got your little place settings, haven't you, about the cities you're going to be sitting at. You'll notice you're sitting at, tables named after places. They're places that are very special to us. They might even be, resonate with some of you because they'll be places where we've met you. So just like you've all been carefully chosen to be here today, they were carefully chosen. And hopefully you'll see on each table there's a little description explaining about why that place is so special to us, and hopefully you'll see a little bit of your own selves in there too. Alex.
Yeah. So, as some of you may know, we got legally married in New York a few months ago. Yeah.
What? You can all go home now. Go home.
So yeah, this is all pomp and circumstance. And so, I really didn't want to make a big fuss about the legal marriage, and I actually wanted to kind of ignore it and pretend that it wasn't happening, because to me this was our real wedding. But a very special person and friend made note, and she's standing right there with a camera on my face, made note of the fact that how significant it was that we were able to get married in the United States.
And in Ireland.
And her two twin daughters, who are 7, she said to me, we worked really hard to get this. I worked hard to get this for my daughters and for our kids. And all of a sudden it kind of resonated to me that, wow, the actual certificate is very significant. And the fact that 2 men are getting married legally in the US, and of course in Ireland, which was very much cutting edge, one of the first countries to legalize it, it's not lost on us at all, the significance of that. And so what we just want to share with all of you is love. And because that's what it's all about, right? It's about love. And, hopefully you'll feel the love. You'll hear the love. It's in every song that will be played for the rest of the night. And you'll see the love. And you'll see the love. So thank you all so much for coming, and we love you all so much, and it's about love. Now it's time for dinner. We're on a schedule. Get in there.
Get in there. No Cuban time. In.
Oh, I love how we can retreat to this. How fabulous is that?
I know.
It's like, oh, we just retreated.
Everybody stand up and let's make some noise for the newlyweds, Alex and Tadhg. Not enough noise.
last. My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song The skies above are blue. My lonely days are over. The night I looked at you, I had a dream that I could cling to, a dream that I could call my own. And now the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. 'Cause you are mine. Oh, at last. Cause you are mine at last.
All right, let's hear it for Marlene, Alex's sister. And Alex and Tadhg for that wonderful cake cutting. That was awesome. Let's have the newlyweds up to the makeshift stage.
Well, thank you very much. I read a little poem earlier, and I read it to a different audience to this. You've been affected in the meantime by...
Hot mic, hot mic. Yeah.
I said that earlier I read a little poem about... Can you hear me? Yes, yes. About scaffolding. And I feel I read it to a different audience to this lot here. You've been affected in the meantime by what you've had in there. So I don't know how to allow for it. But first of all, I'm Tim's father, and my family didn't have a good year. We lost 2 members. My 2 brother-in-laws passed away, but this is a happy day. And we have a new member, Alex, whom we welcome, and we're very pleased. Alex is a special person. We met him in Dublin perhaps a year ago when he came to visit. We went on the Viking splash with helmets on our head, and we shouted at the innocent people of Dublin. And he showed it to himself to be a very warm person and kind, and with very high family values. So we're very happy to welcome him to the family. Yes, yes. Now my family is a family of 8, and he makes 9. And we have to adjust our dining table to accommodate the extra person. Yes, yes, yes. Now, the first part of the wedding took place in New York a couple of months ago, and we went there, and we hadn't been to New York since 1981. And we were there in March, and Tadhg was born in December. And everybody is doing their... Yeah, yes. And they all focus on where we stayed. He's had his picture taken outside the place. But I know more. We spent a weekend down in New Jersey, whom this hotel is know well. We drove down the New Jersey Turnpike, took exit 21A. I remember it so well. And my cousin Brian, who lived there then, met us outside a filling station, and he took us up to his house. And we spent the weekend. And his wife Nancy, who sadly is not with us anymore, but she claims him more than the place in New York. And I think she's right, because she had a... Is it okay? Oh, yes.
It's fine, Dad. It's fine.
She had a waterbed And that might explain a lot. Big wave, yes. I did say that we're a family of 8, and like all families, you start with 1. And one Thursday night, I danced with a lady with a pink silky dress, and when we'd finished, I asked if she'd dance again, and she said, "No thanks, I'm with my friend." But she said, "You can ask me again." So there was confused messages there. So now I don't know who owned the pink silky dress. I think it was her sisters, perhaps, or perhaps it was her entire family. And I wonder if it was the night her Auntie Bridie would wear the dress, and I met her. History could be so different. Yes, yes. Now, Auntie Bridie was a special lady. She never married, and she ran a shop in Derry, a place which was subject to, let's say, social and political upheaval at that time. And she ran it alone, and she, one time a guy came in with a gun to rob her, and she chased him out the shop and beat him up the road with a tea-cloth. And I thought any lady with spirit like that, her nieces can't have me bad, you know. So anyhow, there was one then, and then there was 3 years later we were married, after having had lots of hot Sunday lunches from my wife's mother, my mother-in-law, who was a lovely lady. She had 3 daughters, of which she had to settle. And distance was no object. She went all the way to Malaysia with one. And she knit me an iron sweater once. She would have knitted one for Dean as well, but Malaysia was too hot for the jumper, yes. So then there was 2 after 3 years, and then there was eventually 5 of us. Our 3 sons were born, of which we're both very proud, Connor, Damien and Tadhg. And then Damien got married, and then there was Teresa. And Teresa brought something else to the family, was football. Now, football on our side was a waste of time, but she has produced a son and a daughter, both are keen on football, and we expect Robert will keep us all in the manner we aspire to when he plays for Barcelona and such places. Now, Holly is not bad either. She's going to go for the goal championship, but Holly says she's going to become an engineer, and I don't know, we only care if she takes up beer making like her father, so it'll keep that tradition going. Yes. So that is the story of our life as such, and we're now going to become a family of 9, and Alex is going to make the 9th one, and we're very happy. So thank you very much.
All right, let's hear it for Tim. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 best men and best lady speeches. They've selected 2 each, and so we're gonna begin with Selena. Where's Selena?
Go, Selena! Just put my drink down. I'm in my wedding dress. Okay, hello everyone. Hi. My name's Selena, for those who don't know me. Hi. And I am Tadhg's ex-London flatmate, very good friend, and an awesome stag organiser. That's a dig at you, Ellen. I'm very, very pleased to be part of this wonderful celebration, and very lucky to be able to say a few words. Thank you. I think we all can agree that both Tadhg and Alex look extremely handsome today. You do look really beautiful. Yeah. And I'd also agree that this day has been amazing, and I know it's going to continue to be an amazing evening. I have now known Tadhg for, I'd say, 6 years. And I met him through the lovely Clapham crew. And I was just going to say, and I'd like to thank Stu for that, because I think you were the one who introduced us. Yeah, sorry, but but thank you. So during the time we have lived together, we have lived in 3 lovely flats, some lovelier than others, and have had some great experiences, lots of parties, generally themed, which you love, and I have known you have grown to love some more, so thank you, Alex, for that bit. We've had plenty of dating experiences, lots of conversations about those, but they've ended now. Now they're only good, and now he's married, again twice. And yeah. Plus, I do want to thank you for introducing me to the wonderful drink, amaretto. That is one of the, yes, you did. We've had many drinks after dinner, thank you. But there is something I don't miss, and that is beating your back. I think I'm a pretty good flatmate for that. Elaborate? Well, you know.
What a secret to allow the bar.
So Tadhg and I had some, you know, very special moments where it would be that time when Tadhg's very much like, Selena, you know, are you up to anything? Do you want to do my back? Weirdly, my answer was like, no, I don't. I got nothing to do, but I still don't want to do it. But I did, and that was fun. Yeah, like I said.
Could she do it 3 weeks later?
Yeah, it took a while to prepare myself to do it. But we got there in the end, and I don't have to do it anymore. Thanks. So, one of my favourite memories of living with Tadhg was when we moved into our second flat. And it was one late evening, and we were dropping some of our stuff off, and on arrival we realised when we went in the lights weren't working. And we could also hear something that sounded like a shower. So it was quite a heavy water noise. So, a shower, you know, like a heavy sprinkler, something. And we were thinking, well, what I was thinking at the time was obviously it was a burglar having a shower in the dark. Because what else would you be doing? Totally logical. But so what we did, or what Tadhg did, lucky he was there, he went to his trusty iPhone, turned on the light app, and he went in. My hero. But only to find, surprisingly, not a burglar having a shower in the dark. But a massive leak had happened. It turned out that Niagara Falls had sprung up in our bathroom. So heavy water, massive waterfall, bathroom flooded. Flooded so much the toilet door didn't close, which was lucky for me. I'm sharing with Tadhg. But it is the joys of renting. But that was a good start to moving into the flat. But we did have a garden, so there was an upside to it, even though it did take, I don't know, 3 to 4 months for them to sort it out and get grass. You know, the usual. But after another one of my fun parties, we did have another unfortunate experience with the leak. And we all went to bed early in the morning, and unfortunately, Tadhg had a very personal experience. And he woke up to a leak occurring on his bed. Oh, actually, it was weird that it wasn't. Yeah.
What is your family?
So Tadhg obviously was dealing with it, and I could hear all the commotion, but obviously I pretended I couldn't because I slept through it all unknowingly. Well, now you do know that I totally was aware and I just totally ignored it. I was tired. We have had some fun and amazing times. So obviously we need to move on and bring up the stag. Obviously I can't talk about anything much about the stag. Exactly, but I do have to say I was impressed with Tadhg as he did dress up in fancy dress quite happily, which was a surprise, and he didn't fall asleep. And for those who know Tadhg, on a night out, he can fall asleep. And there was one particular birthday he did have. He did fall asleep at the back of the room, but I was nice enough to take him home and speak to the bouncer to tell him, actually, you know, he's with me and can I finish my drink and then take him home? And he kindly allowed that to happen, so that was very nice of him. We also had the Mr. and Mr. game. So for those who don't know the game, it's basically I sent a number of questions to Alex. Alex answered them, and then at the stag do, I asked the questions to Tadhg, but also we involved alcohol, so there were a number of shots. And how this works is if Tadhg gets it right, he will offer the shot to somebody else in a group, or if he gets it wrong, he has to take the shot. So usually this is quite good and everyone gets to have a shot, but unfortunately this backfired on me. A lot. And one of the lessons I have learned is not to ask Tadhg questions, because even if he is wrong, all his answers were, Alex is wrong, you have the shot. You were wrong a lot. So I pretty much drank nearly all the shots, I think. Which, but I do have one more question, and I would like some guest participation. So for those who, what I want to do is find out who actually had the best stag. There's been a lot of talk about who did. So I know not everyone attended, but you did see the photos and you did hear the stories. So what I'll do is we'll first start with Alex. So after I say Alex, I want everyone to cheer who thinks he had the best stag. So everybody for Alex. Tadhg, is there anyone else left?
Okay, everyone cheer for me now.
Okay, I think that was really, really close, and I'm just going to call it a draw. But you know what, actually I'm going to go with Tadhg because I organised it. So Tadhg, or is it Timmy? I do have to say you are an amazing guy. And even if you do fart and yawn a little too much, I still love you. And I am so pleased to be part of your life, as you are one great friend. But lastly, all I want to say is I am so pleased you both have found each other. I think you're both amazing and you truly do deserve each other. I do wish you both an amazing life full of beautiful memories and lots of adventures. So I do think it's time for a drink, and because I have not been drinking much today at all. So to Tadhg and Alex.
All right, let's hear for Selena. And now, Alan, you're up.
Bear with. All right. Fucking hell, that's a bit close. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cherished friends and family, and Selena. It's been a real honour to have been chosen as Tadhg's best man. I worked hard organising an excellent stag party, and so I hope this speech goes as equally as well. This is my first gay wedding, and whilst I am informed that such weddings are less governed by tradition, I nonetheless wish to maintain continuity with weddings in general and have a good but tasteful pop at Tadhg's expense. In the spirit of fairness, I trust that Alex will receive similar treatment from his best men, although I feel Americans are generally less cynical than the people of these islands, so let's see. I first met Tadhg back in the autumn of 2004, when we studied together on exchange at West Virginia University in Morgantown. Go Mountaineers. I think that's how they say it. Whilst I was busy studying Calculus 206 and Aerodynamics 365, Tadhg and his Irish friends were considerably less busy studying Ultimate Frisbee 101 and Bedtime Stories 102. Thankfully, when I did have a free time, I was able to join them for our common pastime of excessive alcohol consumption, often in Tadhg's favourite Morgantown bar, called Bent Willie's. You enjoyed it, it's fine. That was the other place. I remember vividly the first time I met Tadhg. Once I got past the introduction of how to pronounce his name. For those who don't know, it's Tiger without the I quickly moved on to some jokes. Unfortunately, I was unaware of Tadhg's sexuality at this exact moment and blissfully proceeded with some of my finest homoskeptic jokes. That is a word. Which eventually prompted Tadhg to state that he was himself gay. After considerable embarrassment, I am pleased to say that such abuse and jokes towards each other have become the basis of our friendship ever since. After spending many happy times with Tadhg and his Irish student friends in West Virginia, sadly Marguerite cannot be here today, but she asked me to send you both her love and best wishes. Tadhg's quirks became obvious quickly. Number one. Tadhg's love of all things news. Many of you will be well aware of Tadhg's now past profession of TV news journalism. Indeed, most of my British friends would often catch a glimpse of Tadhg on the TVs in the gym while sweating on the running machines. Whilst in Morgantown, Tadhg had a part-time job as Irish Radio's US correspondent, and some of his finest radio reports would be recorded and edited after we'd each drunk 5 large Long Island iced teas in the Boston Beanery in downtown Morgantown. That was our favourite bar, in all fairness. I used to enjoy the absolute horror on Tadhg's hungover face the following morning when he would re-listen to his reports that he had sent the night before. I understand that Tadhg's mother used to make recordings of his first TV performances, and so I do hope that she's made similar recordings with his first radio broadcasts, as I think we'd all welcome another listen. Number 2. And just to go over another point again. Number 2, Tadhg's hairiness. Before Tadhg discovered laser hair removal, dealing with his carpet of back hair was a constant challenge. I remember our friends Mags and Elaine one day decided to tackle the problem head on and insisted in a home waxing kit. And invested in a home waxing kit as they were unsure of the quality of the waxing salons in West Virginia. After 1 hour, it was obvious the progress was painfully slow, and so I, being the good friend that I am, decided to step in order to increase productivity. I gave up on the small cotton waxing strips and moved on to something with much greater surface area, namely A4 writing paper. Needless to say, the results were incredible, and Tadhg can personally attest to this fact. And that too. Number 3, Tadhg's childish grumpiness. Tadhg's legendary childish grumpiness. Whilst I personally found it quite amusing, this character trait was particularly annoying for our friend Marguerite. Suggestions of things to do or people to see were usually met with, "I'm not spending time with that fucking tool," or "that place is a shithole," or "their food is disgusting." Naturally, this grumpiness lives on to this day, albeit Alex is doing his very best to soften this side of his character. So to conclude this segment on our time in West Virginia, I wish to point out the second reason as to why I'm celebrating today. Not only are Tadhg and Alex getting married, but on this very day, I have made my final student loan repayment. This is completely true. It was £208. Back in 2004, the exchange rate was a wonderful $2 to the pound, which meant my £5,000 loan became $10,000 spending money. I look back fondly on all the shared purchases I made with it. Particular highlights include the 24 packs of Bud Light that we would smuggle into our dormitory and drink whilst hiding the cans/evidence in the ceiling void of our dormitory, as such activity was bizarrely in contravention of university policy. Next one, our university meal plan. I make particular reference to the gnocchi, which in all fairness to Tadhg really was disgusting. The Boston Beanery fries covered in Southwest sauce. Unlike myself, who actually became thinner with all the walking I did to the engineering campus, Tadhg unsurprisingly became a little plump during his time in West Virginia. Since those fun days in 2004, I've kept in regular contact with Tadhg and have made many more great memories since. I make particular mention to my forced introduction to the gay scene of London, as grumpy and single Tadhg downright refused to go to any straight bars. Highlights included humorous drag queen shows in Vauxhall, topless dancing in men-only nightclubs, regularly having my bottom groped. It's already happened today, no less. You know who you are. And failing to understand the appeal of men wearing leather bridles around their chests. Naturally, this speech has predominantly been about my times with Tadhg, But I wish to make a particular mention to Alex as well, as I've only met Alex 2 or 3 times. Is it 2 or 3? Or?
2 or 3.
Whatever. But clearly, he's an absolute champion. He's a great bloke, very easygoing and friendly, and importantly, has a positive effect on Tadhg. 2 areas for me stand out in this regard. 1. Tadhg is now considerably less grumpy. Something I think we can all be thankful for. And 2, he now dresses much better. For a long time, I suggested that Tadhg should stop buying his clothes from a supermarket. And with Alex's help, he has finally heeded this advice. Don't try and turn it around on me, Tadhg. So to conclude, I wish to thank Tadhg and Alex's families for raising and supporting 2 lovely people. Wonderful stuff. And I wish Tadhg and Alex all the happiness in their marriage together. Let's toast the grooms. Cheers.
Thank you, Alan. And now I have to follow up that comedy show. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Aurelio, and I've been Alex's friend for a whole 2 days now. He approached me in Dublin and asked me to make the speech after he gave me a $100 bill. No, actually, my name is Aurelio, but many of you also know me as Oreo. I was called Oreo when I met Alex back in 1985. When we started high school. For those of you trying to figure out the math, that's 32 years. Many years of ups and downs, and with lots of cheers and a few tears. As one of the best men, it is my duty and my privilege to tell you about Alex and all the things that have happened to him in the 32 years leading up to what I know to be the happiest day of his life. Let's just hope he still thinks that after I'm done talking about him. Sometimes the universe puts someone in our lives that is so special, so revered, and so impactful that one has to believe it's not a coincidence, that it's God's will. For me, Alex is one of those rare, special people. Because of my relationship with Alex, I've learned a lot of things. One of the things I've learned is that family isn't always only those who are blood relatives. This is evidenced by the fact that I'm toasting Alex and Tadhg with Michael, his brother. Alex is literally the brother I never had, and I'm forever grateful to God for the incredible gift he has been in my life. And I'm not forgetting the Sotelos either. Thank you for including me in your life. I now know it was fate that we were selected to serve as peer ministers. That was a group of 30 students specially chosen in our high school to be spiritual leaders. Peer ministry began the bond that we've shared together, and we don't share that alone. We share that with a bunch of other people here. Where are the Sabres? Woo! And there's also some people that are not here physically, but are here in spirit. Our beautiful sister Sandy is here today. And I know she's up in heaven smiling down on this beautiful scene. Since then, we've had so many experiences together that I could write a book. In fact, we often laugh about what the title of our life's book would be. And I won't share some of those. Okay. No. We've also pretty much experienced the turnstile of guys that have come in and out of our lives throughout the years. There have been so many characters, so many clowns. One would say it reminded them of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. It's like lions and tigers and bears. And oh, so many bears. And otters. And wolves. Well, I'm not sure if you guys know, but after so many years, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus closed its doors. And so now it is fitting, Alex, that your circus doors are closing. Although Tadhg can be quite the clown himself, so I'm not sure. I think there's another circus in town coming up. About 2 years ago, when Alex mentioned he had met someone, This wasn't uncommon when Alex and I spoke over the years. This is the edited version. But the way he described his new friend, I already knew something was different. It was special. Alex was so smitten, he giggled as he described this new, what we call a POI, a person of interest. But when he told me about Tadhg, I knew instantly he must be amazing because Alex was over the moon. And he was right. Tadhg, you are amazing. I remember the day he called me to tell me he was proposing. He was like a giddy schoolgirl. And then came the engagement. Alex, it was perfect. So unique with the Rolex. Beautiful. That damn Rolex. Juan was expecting a Rolex when I proposed to him. All he got was this ring. And it turned into an amazing, fun dance party with the people you loved. It was awesome. And then you asked me to be one of your best men, and I felt so honored and humbled. Thank you. Then the stag party in St. Bart's. How can I describe St. Bart's? Let's just say that I feel strongly that we won the best stag contest. There are pictures. And then I realized that I had to write this speech. I didn't really know where to start, so I thought I'd troll the internet. And after a couple of hours, I'd found some really, really good stuff. But then I remembered I was supposed to still write a speech. Sorry. So Alex, this is your toast. Alex, you have been my brother, my schoolmate, my roommate, my friend, my companion, and my teacher. Because of you, I've learned so much about my life and about being an amazing human being. You have taught me about passion. You have taught me about the drive to succeed. You have taught me about setting expectations for how to show up as a human being. You have taught me about overcoming adversity and about loyalty. You have taught me about living life every single day to the fullest and about having fun. And oh my God, have we had fun. You have taught me about trust and honesty. You have taught me about empathy and how to live without judgment. Alex, in short, you have taught me about love. True, forgiving, deep, family, and friendship love. And that's why I know, with every fiber in my being, that you're going to make an amazing husband. Because you're already an amazing friend and brother. And these are the qualities that you already possess and are the recipe for a successful marriage. So I say let's all raise our glasses high as we wish Alex and Tadhg nothing but love, success, and happiness forever. And now, for anyone itching to hit the dance floor, after Michael does his, the music's going to start, which reminds me of one last story. About 20 years ago, Alex was told by the doctor that he would never dance normally again. And when the music starts, you're going to see exactly what that doctor meant. And now, Michael, Alex's brother.
Well, you basically screwed up the first page of my speech. Because everything you said about my brother is the way I feel. If some of you know me, and some of you may know me well, some of you may not, I'm never short of words. But I am short of words today. Because there are no words to explain what I feel today. So, first of all, forgive me if I don't look at you guys. Because if I do, shit happens here. So, I will look at all of you while speaking to you. I will also be asking for some assistance from some very good friends of my brother and I. As my brother expressed to all of us today, music is a very, very important thing for us, Satellos. I can't sing like my sisters do, but my brother and I have experienced some of the best times of our lives going to concerts. So I've asked Dave Grohl, I've asked Brandon Boyd, and I've asked Billy Joe to join me on speaking and providing this speech to my brother's day. So, you are my hero. You're not ordinary. You have always been such a loving, caring human being. You have taught me, as you've taught Oreo and you've taught all of us so much. One attribute that I think describes you the most to me is your generosity. There's very few people that I think would let their brother live with them for free for 15 months as they save to buy their wife's wedding ring. Where'd she go? Yeah, okay. There are very few people who will fly their siblings to Italy, to wherever the F, to be with them. Alex does that. You treat our children as if they were your own. That's generosity. So, we'll move on to chapter 2. One of the things that I always felt you were never completely generous of was your love to your partners or to the people you dated until, stop looking at each other and smiling. Boyfriends? Boyfriends. Friends. Although you've been very generous with everything, you've always been very selective of the love that you give to people that are not your friends or family. And one of the things that I've seen recently, and I've seen over the last 2 years since I met Tadhg, was that love was different. That feeling was different. Things were different. I always felt that, as in incubus terms, sometimes I felt that the fear of uncertainty was stinging clear. And it's not anymore. And to know that he feels the same is a threefold utopian dream. So today Alex also said something about him being saved. And I too feel that he was saved with Tadhg. We all have something that digs at us. To dig me up from what is covering up the bottom part of me. You have dug up the best parts of him, Tadhg. You have brought the best in my brother. My brother has changed since he's been with you over the last 2 years. I too have changed over the last 2 years. When I met you for the first time in Provincetown, my brother warned me about the fact that he met someone that he felt was different. Now, I thought you were different also because I happened to see your ass by mistake walking in on you in the bathroom. It was a good ass. Well done, Enrights. So, yeah. But in the reality is that you are different. who else can put up with Alex? Okay? Who else can put up with walk with me mode? I am planning a party. I need you to walk with me. I need you to calm me down. Who else can bring Alex down from his highs and pick him up from his lows? Not many people. And you have done that. So, I remind you that you will always be together when everything else is gone. There is nothing that makes me more happy than to know that you decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Although the awesome foursome has always filled many gaps, we have been able, at times, to find our soulmates. I found mine. And I know what that feeling is like. And I'm so happy that you're able to find that feeling today. So, we welcome a new son, a brother, a new uncle, a friend to our family. But more importantly, we welcome someone who will love our son, our brother, our uncle, and our friend forever. So, for chapter 5, I'll leave it up to somebody else to finish it off. I ask you guys to raise your glass as we reach another turning point of fork stuck in the road. And we wish Alex and Tadhg the time of their lives.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. But in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable. In the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Mother's eyes.
Oh,
I think that wins best first dance ever. What a beautiful job.
That's a 10 from me and a 10 from her.